we're gonna talk about Royal Caribbean versus Carnival. I know there are those out there that are die-hard Carnival and those that are die-hard Royal Caribbean. Well, we've done both, only once on Royal Caribbean, but we're just gonna tell you what we think as far as the two and how they compare.
Yeah, it's may not be a fair comparison, but it's all we got because we haven't been on the big ships, you know, of Royal. This is one of their smaller ships. The policies and stuff like that.
No, well,
We can compare those.
I've been on the small
Yeah,
Carnival.
You have.
So I can kind of compare those.
Okay.
Well,
And we're eating crawfish, guys.
yeah, we are, as you can see. Tell them first off about the parking situation.
Yeah.
This
Now-
is out of New Orleans. The
Now
Port of
we
New
have
Orleans.
we've been out of New Orleans all the time.
Only?
That's where we go, and because it's closer to us. We just live so far from Florida. You know, it's just, and we haven't been out of Galveston. But anyway, yeah, park at the port. I know it's less expensive all over the place, but they got all this construction down there now, and it is horrendous. It is so bad. And the port, parking at the port is $20 a night. The other ones are like 15 anyway. So pay that other, you know, $35 if you're on a week, you know. But it's so much easier. The shuttles and all this kind of stuff in New Orleans, it was a headache.
Well, we've never not parked at the port, and
Right.
this time, because of the construction,
Yeah,
we kind of took a wrong turn. Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of got messed up.
So we saw that parking. I'm like, man, that's only $15. They shuttle you to back and forth.
Yeah.
Getting on, no problem. Got on the shuttle, quick as anything. Got there. We did have to handle our own luggage.
Right.
They loaded it on when we first got on the shuttle, but when we got there, they're like,
And they're taking,
"You're on your own."
yeah, and they're taking people in shifts too. There's so many people getting on
Yeah.
these things.
Right. But we get on the ship from Carnival. I mean, it was super easy. Way easy. I mean, from the New Orleans port, not Carnival.
Right.
Way easier than it and quicker than it was on Carnival, but probably because it's a tiny ship, so there wasn't as many people. But it was
Right.
organized. I mean, we're all in line and we were on the ship in no time.
Yeah, we were on the ship, no problem. I mean, we had an 11:30 check-in, and we were on the ship by 11:30. I mean, it was awesome.
First thing we noticed, we get on the ship, and you know, on the drink package, it talks about how they're going to charge you extra if it's over a certain amount. So
$12 was what it was when we sailed. It was anything, you know, the deluxe drink package covered everything up to $12. And there were things on the menus that were $13, $14, $15. And they never charged us extra, ever.
no. And we did ask, and they're like, yeah, you can get whatever you want. Another thing is they did not charge us tax like Carnival does.
That's true.
Before you get out of the port, out of the canal. You know how Carnival charges you the tax on all the drinks? They did not.
Yeah, you know, it's always like 11 cents, 12 cents, whatever, whenever you get something.
I don't know if that's the norm, but they didn't us.
Yeah, they didn't.
We didn't even have to sign for the drinks. That was what the difference was. Yeah, you
That-
didn't even have to sign.
Yeah, that was a weird thing. I mean, they just hand you your card back.
Yep. They look at your card, hand it back to you, and you're good to go. So that I kind of like that. That was one of the positives for sure.
Yeah, it was. And while we're talking about drinks, I'll say this. Carnival had more frozen drink options
Oh yeah.
than...
He's all about the frozen drinks.
Well, I like the frozen drinks. Everybody who don't like a Miami Vice when they get on the boat. Everybody likes a Miami Vice when they get on the boat. Kiss on the lips, you know, Blue Hawaiian, all those, you know, the cool little drinks. Well,
I'm a Cosmo or a wine girl.
yeah, well, they were mostly drinks, like drinks that they made up. You know, it's like all the different kinds of margaritas and you know, variations of the salty dog or the screwdriver, those kind of things.
Difference in the drinks. Now, when you're talking about that, the frozen drinks,
Right.
their drinks, and like I said, I don't know if this is the norm because we've only been on one, but they were way stronger. They did not care. You could drink as much as you wanted to.
That's true.
There was no limit,
There's no
and them
limit.
drinks was strong.
Oh, you got the 15, you know, alcoholic drink limit on Carnival. There is no limit on this Royal Caribbean, man. It was
It was a free-for-all.
It was, and believe me, I was free for all in it. But and one other thing was the drink of the day. I wouldn't deal with the drink of the day because they make up big batches of it and they don't put no alcohol in it. So anyway,
some of these are really tough.
Yeah.
The other place I think cooks them better.
Yeah, maybe so good.
They're good.
But yeah. As far as, like I said, the drinks, they were, you know, there was some infusion. You know, it wasn't like an alchemy bar, but they did have the schooner bar, and there were mixologists back there that done pretty good and had a good selection of beer. I would say that they had beer from all over the world, and some of it, ooh, I couldn't even drink. It was rough.
Oh yeah, you did get one that was really
But that's
bad.
a cool thing about unlimited drinks too. If you try something you don't like, just tell old boy bring you something else.
That is true. You're not wasting your drinks.
Yeah.
We usually don't hit the 15. I know we're lightweights, but I mean, you know,
Yeah.
on this group cruise we're going on, he's probably going to be hitting the 15 plus mine.
Yeah, we're gonna be hitting it.
You never know, I might hit one or two.
She might. Well, we got on the. We've never really got on the ship that early before. And yeah, we were too sheep to we in by 2 o'clock. But it was great. And so getting on the ship, you know, the drink package, you know, I'd give it the unlimited part of it to Royal Caribbean because that's a cool deal. And I would give the better
Selection.
drink selection. I mean, because most of the stuff was like, you know, hardcore stuff that I wasn't into really.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, if you just want liquor and something like that, that's kind of cool. But if you want something like the Long Island iced tea was pretty good.
What is wrong with crawfish?
But the other stuff was like, you know, what am I trying to say? The old fashions and stuff like that, variations of those type drinks. You know, that's what they were kind of dealing with. So, but yeah. So if you see anything about the drink package or you want to let us know anything, agree, disagree, or whatever, leave that in the comments.
Yeah, please do, because like I
we'd
said, we've
love
only
to.
been on one, and we are Royal Carnival fans.
Yeah, I'm a big Carnival fan. And let's say since we got on the ship, let's go to the room. And I understand that we picked our. I mean, we let them pick our room
It was a little bit cheaper.
because it was a little cheaper.
You do that.
And we were. We just wanted to go on Royal and see what was up.
Location-wise, room was great.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was right
Where
close
you
to
get
the
on the
elevator,
ship.
but around, yeah, right where you get on the ship.
It was
same
on the floor. On the floor you get on the ship.
And it was close to the elevator, but it was kind of around a corner and down this little hall, which I've never seen on Carnival because they usually have the straight halls. Well, this one had the straight halls and then the
Corners.
connectors where there was rooms with about this much space in between. Right. So location-wise, it was perfect. It was great.
Yeah, 4th floor, just right where we got on the ship.
And we do typically get interior. We have gotten a balcony before, but usually we get interior because we're cheap and we want to spend our money in the casino.
Yeah, and I'm not in that room very often. To sleep, that's what I do in the room.
So we'll go in this room, and you can go back and look at one of our other vlogs.
Yeah.
Tiniest room I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh my God, because they picked this room that's just so tiny. And granted, this was a small ship. It was Majesty of the Seas. But no, as we're disembarking, and we'll get to that in a little bit. As we're disembarking, everybody else has their doors open and we can see their rooms. Yeah, everybody has these teeny tiny holes in the wall. So if you're claustrophobic, don't do it.
There's no walking on both sides of the bed.
No.
You know, there's one
There's
side
not
of the
even
bed.
like really getting out on both sides
No.
because the end of my side against the wall was actually kind of blocked up.
It's halfway on the wall, halfway
Yeah.
not.
And now one thing that was good, we have gnats in Louisiana, I'm sure y'all can see them. But anything, one thing that was really, really good about this room, the air conditioner. I always ask for a fan. So this is another thing between Royal and Carnival. I've never been told by Carnival I'm not gonna get a fan. They always bring me a fan. Didn't get a fan.
Wow.
And they never even addressed it. I just didn't get one.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't need it. The air conditioning worked so well, and it could have been because the room was so tiny, but it worked really, really well. So I didn't need the fan. Thank goodness.
Yeah, the air temperature in the room is great. I mean, we like to sleep cold, and she loves to sleep with a fan on. But that part of it was great. I mean, you went in a stuffy room. I know a couple of times we've been on Carnival, and it's a little rough in there if you don't have a fan, you know. So,
especially when you're a 50-something. Just saying.
Yeah.
50-something woman, that is.
All right, break off. A minute. I think there's some juice on that lens.
Uh-oh. Might just have to have juice on the lens.
Maybe. We did have a little juice on the lens. I had to get up and clean it off.
Alright, so what next?
Well, the storage in it was adequate for what we carry. I mean, you shove your stuff under the bed. You know, I mean, it was all right. Let's get back real quick to the drinking. See, when you get on there and you get the deluxe drink package, they give you this cup.
Oh, yeah.
They give you a Royal Caribbean cup to get your sodas with, your Coke and, you know, Diet Coke, and we drink the Diet Coke. Well, I don't think it had enough stations. And there was one on the 5th floor, and I know there was one up there by Johnny Rockets and all that, but
yeah. For us, though, it was perfect location.
Yeah, because we were on that floor.
Yeah, but for everybody else,
yeah, because there wasn't one around the Lido, which there should have been.
Definitely should have been. There's 2 in the dining room, but they were both on the upper level.
Yeah.
So if you went to eat into the dining room, you had to go up the stairs in order to get your drink.
Right. But the drink was good. There was one by the casino. Well, that was the same one. The one by the casino, wasn't it? When we were on the floor. But anyway, yeah, the cup. You had to tote the cup around, which we never really did. We'd drink it in the morning or when we was going back to the room or whatever. But and then the last day we kind of toted it around with us because we wasn't drinking. But that'd be a pain to have to tote that thing around all the time. Unless you're one of these kind of people that have a backpack, you know, on all the time. Well, I've seen a lot of people do that, but I really don't want to carry a backpack around all the time. The
other thing is you're drinking with a dirty cup just about all week.
Yeah.
Because there's really no way to wash this thing, so everybody's just going back and
you're rinsing it.
Cup.
You're rinsing it out, but I mean, I don't know how good that is. You know, it's not like a dishwasher or anything.
So with all the new criteria now, I'm wondering if that'll stay in place. I mean,
they may change.
It may.
The way things are now. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to get back to that drink just for that a little bit.
Ice cream. Ice cream control, y'all.
Yeah, don't get me started on the ice cream.
We're not big ice cream eaters. We don't really hardly ever eat it. But we did
really
notice that, you know, on Carnival, like he was saying in one of our other vlogs, that you can stick your head under the thing if you wanted to. But they actually had somebody up there serving the ice cream for you. So I guess it was a little more upscale. I don't know.
Yeah, they may be serving you ice cream for you now from now on. I mean, we're kind of talking in past tense, like.
Right, that's true.
This was kind of before the Corona stuff, you know, but they may be serving it to you. But no, I know it was kind of just weird at the time to watch somebody make your cone, you know, and hand it to you.
Right.
But maybe they knew something we didn't.
I don't know. All right, the buffet. Next thing, buffet.
We can go buffet.
Buffet was amazing.
Buffet was great.
I've been on
every buffet, the breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, all of it was so much better. I've been on one Carnival cruise, and that was in the beginning when I first started cruising without old boy here.
Right.
Anyway, and the buffets were good, but they've consistently kind of gone down a little bit to me. Not that I don't eat it. I mean, I like a lot of food, but their buffet was delicious. You know, they had, I mean, all these, I wouldn't say exotic, but they had pork belly and, I mean,
well, the clam chowder. I'd
clam
never had that.
Real clam chowder.
It was
so
good.
It was all good, really good.
Avocado toast in the morning.
And stuff you definitely don't get on Carnival unless you go to the dining room.
Right.
And then you might can get some of that stuff, but this was just right there for your taking. So I was really, really impressed with the buffet.
Well, let's start breakfast. You had poached eggs, You had scrambled eggs.
Mm-hmm.
You had fried eggs. You had, you know, boiled eggs. You had, you know, the little mixed up with the bell peppers and all that kind of stuff, like a kind of a Texas kind of thing.
All there, it's ready for you. I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean, it's just right there. They have a carving station. They have what else do they have for the morning?
shashuka, and I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
I'm
mean-
pronouncing that wrong, man.
But all the things you could possibly want, I can't think of one thing they didn't have.
Mm-mm.
Right
Me
down
neither.
to the English people's pork and beans. You know how that goes.
So yeah, it was really good. Main dining room food was really, really good as well. I would say it was on par with Carnival.
Right.
However, there was a temperature problem to me. Even though it was cold, though, it was still good. But the food came out extremely quick, and it wasn't as
Wasn't
warm.
piping hot.
Yeah, ever.
Yeah. But the one thing I will give the thumbs up to the Royal Caribbean about, escargot every night.
Yeah,
Ooh, every night. Not
Every
just
single
not an Illiken night. Every night. That's
available
fantastic.
every night, and we ordered it every night.
Mm-hmm. It was good. It was so good. That and what else do they have for every night? There was some other something. Can't remember what it was. But it was great too.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember either,
It was something.
but it was great.
Yeah, I can't remember. It wasn't like a prime rib, but it was something like that. It was kind of, I was surprised they had it on there. Was it the beef fillet or something?
Mm-hmm.
It looked like
Because I
prime
ordered
rib,
it
but
one
it
night,
wasn't.
and I told you, I was like, baby, this is just prime rib.
Yeah, they wasn't calling it prime rib, but it tasted like prime rib. But anyway, that was on there every night too. That was great.
All right. So what next?
Well, I will say staff. I go with staff.
What was your opinion on the staff? You prefer Carnival?
I'll tell you what, I preferred Carnival's cabin steward. Just because they always usually come around, give me their name, ask if I want anything, that kind of thing.
That's when I get my pants.
Yeah, and this old boy here, you know, he was just, I mean, he introduced himself, but you didn't have that personal relationship like you would, you know, with a Carnival guy. And I mean, you saw him, but he wasn't like, you know, I'm used to walking down the Carnival thing and hey, Mr. Rennie, how you doing? You know, blah, 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 blah. But this guy here wasn't like that at all. So
No.
it may have just been the one guy. I'm
No,
not
I
sure.
didn't notice anybody else.
Well, I didn't
Like
see
doing that type
I
of
didn't
thing
see a
either.
whole lot of it. Yeah, but I'm just saying, I didn't, you know, who knows? It may have just been the ship, may have been the guy.
Maybe. All right, we definitely missed Guy's Burger. Ooh, Lord, did
As
we
far
ever.
as food goes on the Majesty, now I know the bigger royal ships, they have tons of food options. This being the smaller ship like this, it had one pay for meal. I mean, one pay for meal, and that they didn't have a steakhouse. They didn't have, you know, the Asian thing. They didn't have any. The only thing that they had was Johnny Rocket.
And y'all, it's open late, so that was cool. Because you have an option other than pizza or the deli. We could go to Johnny Rockets. So I'm like, well, let's try it.
Yeah. What's your opinion of the Johnny Rockets?
Well, they do have burgers on the buffet as well that
Yes.
are really good.
So you would expect Johnny Rockets to be better
Yeah.
because you're paying for it.
And we went in there, we were the only ones in there. This is the night the ship was rocking. Oh my gosh, it was
Yeah, it
rocking
was
so hard. We were the only ones in there. We ordered burger, fries. He got a burger, I got a burger, fries, and then I ordered the tuna melt.
Right.
Did we order, you order onion rings maybe?
Yes.
Y'all, this is like a frozen patty. I mean, I was very not impressed at all. It was
It's like a burger you make
subpar.
at the house.
It was, no, it wasn't even that good.
Well,
it was like
I'm
you
just-
bought a frozen patty out of the frozen section to me.
That's what I'm saying, though. I'm talking about something you got out of the freezer and went and cooked a burger. That's
in the
what it tastes
microwave.
like. Yeah.
The tuna melt was good. It was really good.
And the fries weren't special. I didn't
But
think.
I would definitely not go pay to eat there again.
No.
I wouldn't do it. It was a waste of money. It was private because, like I said, there was nobody in there and you can eat there late. But
Yeah.
uh.
Well, when you're serving that good of a burger on the buffet, and then late night, I mean, you have the Compass Deli, and you had Sorrento's, the pizza place. So, I mean, it was just, the stuff was just better at the other places.
And they're supposed to give you entertainment too. They were all standing around talking, laughing, cutting up with each other. They didn't even really acknowledge we were there except for bringing us the food.
That's
So
true.
I was very underwhelmed, I guess I should say.
Yeah, the whole thing was just kind of.
Yeah.
The Compass Deli, it was basically deli food. I mean, it was chili, nachos. You could make chili cheese nachos, or you could eat a little sandwich.
And I liked it.
Fruit cups. Yeah, fruit cups. So, yeah, good stuff. I mean, it did. And the thing was, Sorrento's right around the corner, and they had hot pizza all the time.
Their pizza was good.
And their pizza was really good. And you could just, you could kind of sit together, whether, if one wanted deli, one wanted the pizza.
I preferred the pizza on Royal Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean pizza, good. I ain't never seen pizza I turned down, though, so it really didn't matter to me. But it was good. It's more like what you're used to instead of unless you live in New York. I'm assuming everybody lives in Louisiana. But, you're used to not the cracker thin pizza, like Carnival does. Which is good.
Mm-hmm.
But
Are these tough to you?
some of them. But as far as the buffet goes, I mean, it was hard to compare with that buffet.
Yeah, buffet was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. But you had, like I said, just about anything you would possibly want to eat. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And they always had the burgers, always had the hot dogs, and always a carving station of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
So, overall, the food, like I said, I miss just walking up and getting a guy's burger, walking up and getting a blue iguana, taco or fish taco or that kind of thing. The deli sandwiches on Carnival now, and Mongolian wok, and all the different places. You kind of miss that because all you really had was Compass Deli, Sorrento's, Johnny Rockets, and the buffet in the main dining room. That was it. But like I said, it may have been just because it was the smaller ship. I know it is because they have plenty of things on the bigger ships. But
Yeah.
I still give the thumbs up to Carnival. But I'll give the buffet to Royal Caribbean.
Definitely.
Yeah, because the maitre d' there too, he was awesome too.
Yeah.
He made all kind of concessions
Yeah,
for us.
we basically just went when we wanted to.
Yeah, he was really cool.
Would get you in.
Yeah.
Casino. Casino is a casino is a casino.
Yeah, it was a casino. The only thing that was weird about this casino was there was no walkthrough. It was just like, you just had to make your way around to shoot out the other side if you were going that way.
Mm-hmm. So you got turned around sometimes too, because there were several different doors that went in and out.
Right.
But it was good. The casino, I enjoyed the casino.
There were 3 different doors went in the casino.
Mm-hmm. And it was right next to the schooner bar, so.
Right. So I could go in there and drink while she gambled.
Mm-hmm.
And the bar in there was okay. It was alright. It was just never packed. I guess because you had to walk through all the machines to get to it.
The schooner bar was though, and there wasn't nearly enough seating in there.
They did everything in the schooner bar. Now, which is the best bar? It's kind of like the Alchemy or something. It's a good bar. But the piano bar is like right next to it. It's really the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same, opening. But and they did everything in that piano bar. The trivia.
Schooner bar.
Well, the piano bar by the schooner bar. They did. It was all one big old thing. But you get 40, 50 people in there, not just drinking, but doing trivia down here on the other end. And like I said, this is the drinking part. And once you get down here on the other end, there's very limited seating. So.
Yeah, and everybody went for the couches. Everybody wanted the couches.
Yeah, and there's only like three couches in the whole thing. So everybody wanted to get there early, and it was always packed. It just seemed like it was packed constantly, and these chairs were so uncomfortable. So,
They're just kind of tiny.
yeah. But anyway, this went a little longer than we thought it would, so we are going to break this thing off into a couple of different vlogs. So, all right, subscribe and hit that notification, guys. We'll be back at you when this is all over.